The Copper Star Saloon and Hotel on Main Street buzzed with activity. Tourists came from all over the country to visit the remnants of the old mining boomtown the New York Sun had once described as the wickedest town in the West. The town, a city of 15,000 at its peak, was now an infamous ghost town with a population of less than 500. It had been falling in ruins until the 60s, when artists and shopkeepers began moving in, keeping the town alive. Built in the 1890s, the Copper Star had been ravaged by fire 4 times, but had always managed to survive. The molded tin ceilings, bat-wing doors, long wooden bar, and ornately carved back bar looked the same as they had more than 100 years ago. The owner, Jenny Spencer, worked behind the bar, comfortable in a business that had been family-owned for as long as she could recall. After her father had died, her Uncle Charlie had run the business. Then 6 months ago, Uncle Charlie had also passed away. Though Charlie had a son, the sad truth was Eddie Spencer wasn't capable of running the place. He'd been into booze and drugs since his teens. Instead, Jenny had inherited the saloon and hotel she had been running ever since her divorce. Behind the bar, Jenny drew beers and made drinks for the tourists, smiled and made conversation. The place was usually peaceful in the daytime, but when the town was full of summer visitors, the bars and saloons could get rowdy. Fortunately, she was well known in the small town, where everyone seemed to watch out for each other. So far, she had managed to take care of herself. Setting 2 beers in the counter and retrieving the patron's money, Jenny looked up to see her tall, lanky brother shoving through the bat-wing doors. Breathing a sigh of relief, she rounded the bar and hurried toward him. "I didn't know you were coming, but I'm really glad you're here,"